Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. I have Robert Honig from Robert Honig, Attorney at Law, in the studio, and we're going to be talking about what you do. And one of the things, you have a tough job, I think, but I think it's also a very helpful job in that you handle a lot of bankruptcies.
That's right. Consumer bankruptcies, so families who are having financial problems.
When does somebody, when they're behind on their credit cards and they're behind on everything, when should someone start thinking about talking to someone like yourself, Robert, and thinking about that B word, bankruptcy, which, you know,
Sure.
is a big step?
Well, it is a big step, but you can talk anytime. They can call me or they can call another bankruptcy attorney to talk about it, talk about where they stand. Usually, by the time somebody calls me, they're already well beyond where they can get themselves out of it.
Okay.
Most people aren't just calling a bankruptcy attorney because they have trouble 1 month paying their bills. It's usually something substantial. Can't pay their bills. They're choosing, do I pay this bill or this bill? And by that point, they're never going to get caught up without some kind of legal help.
And that's kind of what bankruptcy does, especially consumer. Does it give them a second chance?
Right. It's a fresh start. So with the bankruptcy, you can start over your finances. That doesn't mean you're going to lose everything, once again, but it gives you a chance to try again, to build again, to start from no debt, so that you can build for a future. And you can get additional credit. We talked about that before. You can get credit again after a bankruptcy. Usually it starts out low. It's
right,
not, nobody's going to, you wouldn't expect someone to run out and loan you a bunch of money right after you file, but eventually credit does come back for a couple of years.
Well, and that's important because we have to continue to live, so we have to figure out how we're going to level it again. And I imagine you saw a lot of this with our recent economic state. It's
right. A lot of people lost their jobs, and losing a job is one of the most common reasons why somebody files. The three most common: either they lose a job, get a divorce, or have health problems. So those three are usually the three factors lead most people into a bankruptcy, and very often it's two out of those three. So you'll see somebody who gets sick and loses their job, and what else are they going to do? Right.
Well, because I think most people, a common misconception with bankruptcy is I spent too much on my credit card, but it's way beyond that. Yeah, the credit card may be contributing, but they've lost a job or.
Right. People who were doing the right things, doing the responsible things, oftentimes they just find themselves in some circumstance they couldn't control, and they're stuck, and it's a way out, and it's a way out that. This is what Congress intended. This is why it's there. Bankruptcy is not there to help bad guys. Bankruptcy was created to help normal working families who can't pay their bills.